Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I am Diamond Dave, and today we will make Star Wars: The Old Republic great again. That's gonna be one heck of an acronym. But after making my last video, there have been thoughts that have occurred to me after someone pointed out the flaws of the current patch based on what they have seen. And after doing some digging myself, I decided to reflect on everything. And I mean everything. Everything from the wiki to other viewers to even other gamers. And I did this by taking a shower, because we all know that the best time to reflect and ponder is when we're having a quarter-life crisis or existential crisis in the shower. And I decided to do this video on the beauty of SWTOR, but also there's kind of a lot going on that needs to be addressed. That will bring us to the disclaimer. And the disclaimer is that this is just my opinion. These are my opinions. I do not speak for anyone but myself. I am just one of the many YouTubers, aspiring YouTubers actually, out there that has thoughts and opinions. And, you know, let's leave it at that. I have two brain cells. One is dedicated to Minecraft. The other is dedicated to Jasa Wilsam. That is it. So, you might disagree with my opinions, you might agree, you might even have other ideas. Feel free to put them down in the comments section below, and maybe, just maybe, someone, somewhere, will see this. So, to start off with today's topics, number one, inflation reduction. How do we do this, folks? Well, one of the methods that the SWTOR devs came up with is if we use our fast travel button, we actually have to pay credits now. What is the point of this? What does this accomplish? In my opinion, it does not accomplish anything. And if anything, it might actually add to it, because now everybody is going to just mass credits just so they can fast travel. That, to me, I think one of the big things that we need to do, and I did a little bit of poking online, I discovered that there is an infinite amount of characters a player can have. An infinite amount, that's at least for subscribers. I don't know off the top of my head if that's for everyone, but generally speaking, outside of or even with escrow, you can have an infinite amount of credits. I think that should go away. I'm sitting on 11 billion credits in my legacy cargo hold, and I've got like 640 million on my person. To me, this is ridiculous. Right? I mean, we would not tolerate an economy of any kind, fictional or real, where people could just have infinite amounts of everything. I think there should be some type of credit cap, whether it's for subscribers, for all players, for new players. I don't know, feel free to put in the comments, but personally I think it's ridiculous that I could be sitting on almost 12 billion credits and, you know, just sit on money. One thing we will go and address as well, and this is something that I've noticed, and I don't know if it's necessarily pertains to, come on, if it pertains to the inflation issue in of itself, but if we go over to the GTN, the Galactic Trade Network, on our invisible bantha, I'm probably in the wrong spot. I am in the wrong spot. Here's what we'll do. We will go to the correct spot, and we will discuss duplicate item sales as well as item quality. Because what I'm noticing, and you may have seen this too, but if we just say, click this, if I can get right up next to it, and I don't know, let's say we want to sell black. Let's just try and sell an item here. What am I doing? I know how to play this game. I promise I know how to play this game. Like, we have all these items here, and you can set the maximum amount to whatever you want, right? So if I want to sell this for 1 billion credits, it doesn't mean I'll get it. But, I mean, a die module for 22,500,000. And it just keeps going up. What I'm wondering is if we limit the amount that we can sell, the maximum amount of credits we can earn on an item based on its quality. It makes sense for this mythic rare to be in, you know, the tens of millions, hundreds of millions of credits. It does not make sense for something like that's bound to legacy, just something random, something that you can pull, like the honored Veilments here, just anything, like this guy's trying to sell it for 1 billion. That's insane. You know what I mean? Had someone wanted this and there's nothing else there and they bought it, they would get 1 billion credits for a gold item. Maybe cap the amount of credits you can make on a item that you sell. Maybe increase the cooldown time of items you pull from cartel packs to a week instead of a day and a half. Again, I don't know. These are just some ideas. Or maybe we can even just reduce the amount of duplicates that we have here. If I do say something like Temple Guardian armor set, there's a few here. This is really high. But again, in my opinion, these amounts should not be this high if the focus is on reducing inflation. Now, if you like the way things are, then just ignore everything I just said. But many people are not happy with the inflation and this ability. I don't know what the limit should be, but maybe have, you know, the mythic rare be able to sell more at a maximum price than a gold or a silver or a copper. You guys know the qualities, the rarity standards here. I think they should go according to the rarity. That is just me. Also, strongholds are a little bit cheap, in my opinion. I do not know if you buy them, if that takes credits out of the system. But if it does, maybe increase the credit amount of the strongholds to get more credits out of the system to help a little bit with that inflation. Again, shot in the dark. Speaking of that, that's going to bring us to accessibility. The accessibility portion of this video is, in my opinion, one of the reasons why people are leaving the game. This game is designed for people who spend money. This game is designed for hardcore grinders. But when it comes to your average person who wants to hang out with their friends, it can be cumbersome. It can be cumbersome. Something that I'd like to consider is we're going to make our way to the supplies sections. I honestly don't know why I went over here, but we're going to make our way to the supplies section because somebody pointed out to me that making Mech Shah Stronghold galactic tokens only is going to basically put people in a pickle, right? Because the people who may not have seen the videos out there of what it looks like will grind for it in the Galactic Seasons bar, and if they don't like it, then they wasted a bunch of time. Let's, which one is it? I think it's this one back here, right? So there's a total of 3 strongholds that are Galactic Seasons tokens, right? So we got the Carrick Station Penthouse deed. That is the Republic Space Station stronghold. Then we have the Mech Shaw deed. And already we see that this is like more than double the price of the other 2, right? The Carrick Station is only, what, 8? It's 8. So it's almost double the price. 14 Galactic Seasons tokens. And then we have the Viking Space Dock Penthouse deed, which is for us Imperials. And the only way you can go get the Galactic Seasons tokens is by doing this. Let me pull this up here. Galactic Seasons. Right? So this is how you get the Galactic Seasons tokens. So somebody has to grind out pretty much all the way through in order to get enough of this. You know what? I don't know. I say make it credits only. Make all 3 strongholds credits only. And that way it's more accessible and people can have more fun. Removing the fast travel credit cost, I think, would also help, because new players and brand new characters aren't going to have the money to fast travel around, so that puts them kind of at a disadvantage. People with more mature tunes and characters, they will not really have a problem with this, but it doesn't actually address inflation because the amounts are so small. If we go back to the rarity option, price by rarity, limiting duplicate sales, longer cooldown times, credit caps, that's going to do more to reduce inflation, in my respectful opinion, as well as charging more for strongholds to get them out of those credits out of the system, than paying 5,000 credits per fast travel. Again, this is just an opinion. I am not a technical gamer. Not yet. I'm learning the finer points of technical gaming. This is just bare bones observation and contemplating the game. And, you know, at the end of the day, I like SWTOR. I really do like SWTOR. I think one other thing that I would like to see changed is we have Galactic Seasons here for just general gaming, and we have PvP season here. Now, you can notice a drastic difference here. I don't really do PvP. Why can't there be different tracks? Why can't we choose, I like flashpoints. Why can't they do a flashpoint season I can choose from, or an operations season? I think it would be cool if there would be the operations and the flashpoint season underneath these two, and then we can pick which ones we want to do. That would make it more immersive. That would make it more enjoyable. And in my opinion, I won't have to be annoyed by having this bar sit here for the second season in a row. I don't want any of this. This does me no good. I don't even like the way this looks. Why am I stuck with this? This part's a little bit of a rant. Obviously, it doesn't have anything to do with inflation or accessibility. I just have to squeeze in my own thoughts about a little problem I have with this. This brings us to the end of the video, guys. I want to thank you so much for putting up with my rant. What did you think of my ideas? Are they great? Are they stupid? Do you have your own ideas? What could SWTOR do better? Should we get rid of cartel coins completely? Should we limit cartel coin purchases on particular items? I would love to hear your thoughts on what we can do together and push for to make SWTOR the amazing game that I believe it can be. I like SWTOR. I enjoy this game. And I think other people could enjoy this game and would enjoy this game more if there are fundamental changes to how the economy and accessibility in terms of gameplay are done. Thank you guys so much for watching. As always, be kind, be courteous, be safe. I'll see you next time.